Hi everyone, welcome to day 23 of the Going Live for 90 Day Challenge. Day 23 already, can you believe it? Seems kind of crazy. Just yesterday I said by accident day 22 of the 30-day challenge. Well, no, then I'd be almost done, but it's 90 days. So I'm already 23 in and it feels like I've only done 5. So we're on a roll. Today I wanted to talk about women doing big things. Women are meant to do such big things on this planet. I feel it so deep in my bones. It's happening everywhere around us. Oh, every time I come on live, this sketchy has to be on me. She must somehow get a notification that I'm on the phone or doing a live, because she has to. So cute. She has to come on me. This is my adopted dog that we rescued. That she was, very, very rough shape. Now doing so good. Okay. You're so cute. So anyway, I want to talk about our purpose, our calling, and leadership, because that's what's on my heart lately. So I posted in my Create Heal Shine community. Hi, Marie. I posted in my Create Heal Shine community about how many, I did a poll and I asked how many people are entrepreneurs, because I really have so many teachings and classes and workshop ideas that I want to, that are kind of like bubbling up and coming through as downloads about leadership, embodiment, and just purpose and calling, because women are so powerful and we're meant to do so much in this world. And we, even just the fact when women spend money, women buy beautiful things, women support other women, women support children and causes and buy things that have meaning. Not saying men don't buy things with any meaning, but there's women especially purchase things and use their money so much more for good, I believe. So much more for others. So much more for personal development. Just so much. And I have just so many things and ideas on my mind coming through. So many amazing downloads. And I just want to talk a bit about purpose and calling and how you're crazy. I know. And when we have that deep core desire to okay, that's enough out of you. That deep core desire to really make something happen and build something from scratch and do something, it's sacred, it's meaningful, it's impactful, it's huge, and it's oozing out of us sometimes to the point where we can't stop thinking about it. We know we're meant for more. There's so much more there. And sometimes it's hard to figure out, well, what is that? And what am I here for? And what else is there? And sometimes we just don't even know what we want to do or what our purpose and our calling is. But we know deep inside. That we're meant for more. We know that. And so it's a powerful feeling. And when you have that feeling, you can't let it go. It's there. And even if you forget it for a little while and you maybe you're not an entrepreneur, but you want to be, and you go do something else, it's on your mind all the time. Freedom. You want more. And you're always seeking how and where and what and when and if it's happening and what's coming for you. It's like we have this on and off switch that we just cannot turn off, honestly. No matter what jobs I ever had, even if I was doing it on the side of building my business or I was doing it full time years ago, my mind was on building something beautiful that would support other women on their journey and support them to make a bigger impact in this world, and to support them to live out their purpose and turn any pain into purpose. And so many things have already come from that, like my program, The Journey Back to Self, which is called Pain to Purpose, and reclaiming your own empowering yourself and reclaiming that inner confidence and that leadership. And there's just so much there. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know that it's in you. If you have this desire for more, that you can't shake it, it's something you can't let go, and you're always seeking. And so I have these different things coming that I'm going to be developing, and I want to, if you're interested, you can join my free community if you don't want to miss out on any of these free workshops and classes that I'm going to be doing. And you can find the link in the bio to my free community called Create, Heal, Shine. I also have a paid community called the School of Purpose, which is like my academy of learning, emotional intelligence, all the inner work, healing trauma. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a professional counselor and coach and mentor, and that is my passion. And so things change and develop. Just as the world changes, I change, we all change. We go through things that are painful. We have crazy life challenges and circumstances that change who we are at the core. We go through identity crisis. We shift our identities to what we need to be for that moment and that time of that era of whatever we're in. And so as that changes, we develop so much skill and wisdom and emotional intelligence and things like that as we go through life on this journey of who we are becoming. And actually, who we are becoming is who we are. It changes all the time, but the goal is to become matching and coming back to ourself, who we truly are at the core anyway, that true authentic part of us that is always longing to. Now she's inside my sweater. She just jumped back up. I can't get rid of her. This dog, honestly, it loves to be loved. And you can totally tell a rescue dog from another dog that has had a simple, easy life that was nurtured and cared for, and one that has been through massive physical, emotional, mental trauma. And starvation, physical things. But anyway, I did another live about these traumatized animals that I adopt, comparing them to the animals that we had that gave birth here and were loved and sheltered and clothed and with clothes and leashes and collars and given love and ultimately endless bottomless food and water, and compared to the other. And I thought it was kind of interesting. But anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. You can watch that live. I think it was 2 days ago that I talked about that on the day, it might have been day 20 or 21, if you're interested. But yeah, so many things are bubbling up with our purpose and our calling. And I want to help you get closer to yours. I want to help you, work towards figuring out what it is for you that truly will give you the most freedom and the most happiness and the most purpose in life. And some people know that already and some don't. Some really struggle with that. I know for me, oh my goodness, I probably took like 1 million different courses on figuring out what I was good at and what I wanted to teach on and what I knew I could share and what aligned with me. And in the end, none of that actually helped. What helped was to look at my life wisdom and my life timeline and who I am at the core and how I've developed and becoming and sharing and leading from the person that you are now and embodying everything that you share. I think that's the biggest thing, is what do you embody that you already are? Like, who are you? What are you embodying that you've already learned? That's where the teaching points stem from, I believe, because you can't share and teach on things that you haven't had experience in, not from a true authentic point anyway. And so it develops over time. All of these things start bubbling up, and there's so many choices and things. And I think it's important to kind of look at who you are at the core and what you've been through. And when I realized that turning my pain into purpose was my own journey, I saw how powerful that could be for other people and how that could lead them, and because it has already led them to where you are now. and what could stem off of that. And it was so interesting. And studies do show that the happiest people on earth are the people who are living out their purpose and their calling. Those people never want to retire from what they do. Those are the people that keep working because it's so satisfying. They're helping so many other people. They are giving in ways and receiving in ways that are so nourishing to their soul that they just don't want to stop doing that. And that's how I feel about what I'm sharing. And even though I am turning corners and developing different ways of who I'm speaking to, it's the same, from that same angle of the more that I give and the more that other people receive gives back to me. And I feel that the more I want to do. And so it's so powerful. And I want that for you. I want you to be able to find what you are and allow it to morph into whatever happens over the years. But to start somewhere and just choose something that feels so aligned and good to you so that you can start. Because sitting there and knowing there's more out there, but we're never tapping into it, we're never starting, we're too scared and we're letting the fear overtake us, will never get us to where we want to be. And so it's important as we develop more confidence and we work through all of that deep inner work that we need to do to develop your own self so that you can lead and become the leader. Even though that might seem really scary and seem far off, that's what you eventually will be doing if you're an entrepreneur. You'll be leading and you'll be leading others. And you'll be sharing your journey, you'll be sharing your stories, you'll be tapping into your authentic self. But in order to figure out what that is, you need to know, what are I deeply embodying right now? So I hope those questions help you. And I'm super excited about tomorrow, day 24 already. I have so many other exciting things to talk about. But a good strategy of figuring this out right now is to ask yourself those deep questions about who have I already become and how have I become that? And what do I love? And what am I so passionate about? And how can I intertwine all those to find the sweet spot in there? So feel free to click the link in the bio and join me on my free membership community, Create, Heal, Shine, where I share all about different workshops and classes coming. And that's where I host all the replays. So if you're part of my world in there, you'll get access to everything within those communities that I do, the School of Purpose or the Create, Heal, Shine free community. So come and join me if you want, and I will see you tomorrow on day 24 already. But I know that there's so much more out there because women are powerful. And when women make a decision to support themselves and support other people, that is tapping into the most beautiful wealth that you can tap into. And it just snowballs. The more consistent you become, the more momentum you build, the more you receive and you can give. Because you can't give from an empty well. You need to be able to receive, and you deserve to receive. So bye everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you later. Bye.